Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today. Loaded with things, because we got all the things here in the Goblin Village, and we have more things in the Goblin Village, the things that we'll leave behind. I don't think they despawn, so it's fine. We're never going to pick them up, because they are worthless. Well, they're not worthless, but they're too heavy, so I might as well not do that. And we also didn't particularly advance the storyline. So Jod has brought a note from Keston. A tight-lipped fighter wouldn't bother the Baroness without a good reason, so the matter must be urgent. You know what they say, this is the main quest, you know what they say, a quick mare is in time everywhere, while the... What the heck was that? What does that mean? What is a quick mare? Oh, a mare, right. It's like it's a horse. Yeah, it's the... Yeah, I know what it is. Right, okay. I was like, what? What? It's like a group of people? No, that's not even anything to do. Anyway, while the Baroness was busy handling matters of state, Keston became a militia leader and put the makeshift force to good use. So everything worked out all right on that, but I need to go to the Shrine of Lamashtu. And I think that's basically the only thing we need to do as of right now. That said, actually, let's go in here to our kingdom. The game has not been patched yet with a new patch. There's a patch that's coming up that's going to change. It's coming up in probably about a week for me, and for you as well. Well, unless you're watching this way after the episode comes out. But yeah, I'm recording this on the day prior to that. And the patch is going to change... Wait. It's not a patch, it's the Enhanced Edition. Did I talk about the Enhanced Edition? Yeah, there's an Enhanced Edition coming up. I don't know what it's gonna do. Hopefully it's not really an Enhanced Edition and it's actually just a patch. I think it is a patch. People keep... I did some research and it looks as if... Yeah, we don't have anything to do to go back to our place. So everything is fine. I keep looking, I keep trying to figure out if it's... should I go south? I want to go to the Lonely Mill. Who wouldn't want to go to the Lonely Mill? Okay, so we need to go right there. So how about we don't go south from here and on our way back, because this is still ours, so we might... Lonely Barrow. There's many lonely things. While passing the windmill, we saw a curious thing. Goblins were squatting in the shadow of the building, doing what goblins do best, stuffing their faces. They had gutted the sacks of flour and were spreading the wealth. Some fried pancakes on an open fire, others threw pieces of dough into a bubbling pot, making some kind of dumplings, yet others just rolled around in the white powder, shoving clumps down their throats. All of them, without exception, were guzzling ale from kegs nearby, spilling it over each other and bellowing songs. When they spotted us, the merry goblins, possibly due to the ale, stood their ground. Also because I am friend. Is this a reaction to... They have super funky songs. Instead of fleeing, they started to whistle and wave, inviting us to join their feast. In response, the Baroness smiled, frowned, or spat. I forget. Spitting on the ground, it seems that... I play a lot of Russian-made games. You might know if you follow my channel. I'm playing Pathologic 2. I'm playing Atom RPG. I'm playing this one, and I played a few others in the past anyway. And spitting on the ground is a staple of their literature. I probably should read Russian authors, like big famous authors, to see if that is also that, and just read as well, which is always a good thing. But yeah, spitting on the ground is just a thing they do all the time, and it means different things depending on the occasion. Somebody already explained to me in the comments what it was, and it was in a different Let's Play. But does this mean disdain for them, or does this mean that I'm attacking them? I mean, I would say that spitting is an aggressive thing to do. Or it could be precisely a non-aggressive thing to do. Maybe it's just declaring that I have no interest in them. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna smile and mutter. I'm actually gonna turn to my people, specifically to Amory, and I'm gonna look her in the eye and I'm gonna ask her, why not. And I'm gonna take a place near the fire. I'd never been at a goblin party before, writes Lindsay. This is all from Lindsay. But it provided a little... It proved a little different from... It proved to be not too different from the late night academy reveries. Using their crippled speech, it's not right. They actually... Didn't they talk normally? Much better than the serpent people in the south? That I assumed were... actually not native speakers because of how they talked. I thought they talked normally. Anyway, the flour-drenched... Oh, it's flour. Did I know that it was flour? Because I didn't know what powder they were shoving down their throats. I didn't know what it was. The flour... Let's go. It's flour, kids. Don't do flour. I think it's bad for you and stuff. The flour-drenched merry-goers explained... The miller invited them to his house, told them to take whatever they wanted, and was, quote, polite enough to ruin the fun. To not ruin the fun, rather, and left soon after that. The food tasted as foul as to be expected. Expected by Amory, I'm sure. Actually, Valerie, sorry. Amory also shares that. Food tasted as foul as to be expected, but the ale was passable, so soon all of us were tipsy. After these little troublemakers unmistakably recognized the Baroness as our... This text over here forgets the pronouns. The Baroness as our leader, they offered her to pass several tests. Did they? That's weird. To pass several tests to become, writes Lindsay, part of the tribe. She didn't make it quotes. It should be. Anyway, for the first test, they demanded her to deal with a terrible beast. The dog. Goblins and dogs, well, they don't get along. Neither with horses, and, well, almost any animal that doesn't sting, bite, or hiss. They don't get with anybody, yeah. The Baroness's task was to steal the Miller dog's food plate. So she absolutely did that. Absolutely did. Now, I was reading up after... was it last episode, or was it the episode before? Maybe it was last episode. After last episode where we dealt with the goblins, or specifically didn't deal with the goblins, because there was no option to just be their friends and join them in merriment and flower eating. People were commenting in chat and all that about the treatment the goblins get in this, but specifically the treatment they get from our party members. And I looked it up. Well, actually, I looked it up right after I recorded, because I wanted. I was hoping to say so. I was hoping the game would give me fuel to ramble about the way goblins are perceived by the people as opposed to what they are. But the game actually is a lot simpler than I was expecting. The setting, I should say, it's a lot simpler than what I was expecting. I think it might be just how Pathfinder is. Just Pathfinder, the setting and the rule set, because it's also it's a lot less complicated than Dungeons and Dragons in regards to the lore, and it's a recent setting. It doesn't have as much things in it, and I think the goblins officially are just sort of like fairy tale troublemakers. They were called troublemakers over here, little troublemakers, and they're evil because they eat people. And they eat dogs and all the creatures, and don't sting, bite, or hiss. Which is, again, this is a very, very comical and very weird distinction. I hadn't noticed it before. See, they eat, I should say, and they hate and they eat all the creatures that don't sting, bite, or hiss. Why would they... Actually, that doesn't even make sense, because the dogs definitely bite. And yeah, but why would that be? Well, because they are made to be everything that is bad to humans. They're made to be like the comical, cartoonish, little devilish... Like, there's a movie about them, Gremlins, I think. Is it Gremlins? I don't know. They even look like Gremlins. I never watched it. I have no idea. But like, they're made to be like that. And I read the official wiki. Actually, I believe that is in the book, specifically the original book of Pathfinder. And their description is totally about that. It's so written in this sort of tone. So this is definitely in tone with the setting, and it's just sort of caught me by surprise. But I think I need to adapt my stance, and I was definitely hanging back from actually going all out in talking about, you know, how they are treated, precisely because I didn't know for sure what the setting was going for, and now I know. The setting they are meant to be evil. And I think by me laughing and accepting the invitation, I'm gonna do an evil task, which is damn good, because I am neutral, I am chaotic neutral, and every single thing I do tends to be interpreted in the game by as good. So, yeah. So let's laugh and accept the invitation. The dog proved rather big, but lazy and quiet. Gilladale is a ranger. She should be able to tame that. Just like be like, hey, dude, I'm here to take your food. Is that okay? Because it's a thing. And the dog would be like, sure, whatever. It's fine. I'm actually not even taking the food. They specifically asked for the plate. Maybe they're the sort of people that they're like, aha, I twisted your words, but I still passed your test and didn't take the food, just took the plate. And they would be like, we like you, take more ale, or something, I don't know. Anyway, the dog proved to be rather big. That was what should have been written, but lazy and quiet. It was slumbering in the kennel, paying no heed to the nearby party. The dog's plate, covered in bones, lay before the kennel. The Baroness snuck up to the plate and snatched it from under the hound's nose. It's good, so the plate doesn't have any food. It was the perfect crime, in Lindsay's opinion. As silent as a shadow, Baroness swept the plate up. The dog didn't stir. After the goblins praised the Baroness for her brilliant performance during the first test, they announced it was time for her to taste their ritual drink, a really nasty thing called jagwort. At first glance, it proved to be ale. Okay, well, anyway, until we saw the dead toads. Ah, gross! Toads! Aren't they so gross? No, they're not. Toads are lovely. If I were 14, they would be gross. Actually, I'd probably at the age of 14, I wouldn't be grossed out with them. But anyway, dead toads bobbing in the barrel for, quote, flavor. Judging by the toads' color, they were poisonous. After the Baroness saw the brew and smelled it, she bravely filled the keg from the barrel. Wait, how does that go? What do you mean a keg? A keg is a barrel. What am I? He said it tankard? Wait, okay, so did they talk about? Oh, I don't understand. I bet she'll fill a tankard instead, a mug or something. Yeah. The barrel smelled horrible. The goblins were scooping the ale in their dirty hands, and when that proved not enough to drink, I suppose, they dipped their entire heads in, fishing toads out of the barrel. Oh, that's good. That's fun. With their teeth licking the toads' ale-blistered skins. Oh no, that's awful. They're not dead. I guess maybe they're dead. And tossing them back in. The Baroness drained the first keg to its dregs. Absolutely. I succeeded at a 40% chance to hit. Actually, that was a 50% chance to roll. Was it? No, it was a 45. The barrel smelled horrible, but I read that already. I dropped dead just having smelled it, but the Baroness drowned the horrific beverage. Lindsay, come on. The horrific beverage, she writes, without even wincing. Clapping their hands, goblins brought her another keg, and she drained the second one. Now, the chances of that happening are 40%. So I would rather not, because it's 20% check on the overall. So was already going to sip, but smelled the ale, shook her head, and poured the beverage back in the barrel. That's that one. Oh, there it is. The goblins weren't offended. Laughing and screaming, they bellowed, "More for us!" Then they started to slurp that dreadful swill, writes Lindsay. One of them even even dived into the barrel to bob amongst the toads. Now be third test, the goblins howled and cheered. It seemed, maybe, they decided they had tortured the art of cooking enough for today. I'm changing the tenses so that it makes sense. Wait, is this... It's not now, it's then. It's the past, so you need to make it all the past. It seemed they had decided they had... Oh, that actually worked, yeah. They had tortured the art of cooking enough for the day, so then they sought to abuse the art of poetry instead. Lindsay's so judgy. I mean, she was being judgy already. What am I to say? Who am I to talk about this? They were going, and I'm the judgiest of them all. Mirror, mirror in the wall. They were going to sing a song, and the Baroness, again with the pronouns, was offered to improvise and add the missing lines. She answered, why not? That's not a question. Accompanying the song with drums. Drums were everything the goblins could reach. Ooh, the burn. Actually, wait, they're not saying that playing the drum is lame. They're saying they had sticks, branches, forks, and pans. Right. Which is also that's super rude as well. Like, that's music as well. Come on, I'm not a drummer, but and it's not even about drums. It's just, that's totally fine. Jeez. They started to croak out a rhythm with their mouth. Maybe. As the drums. As well as they were able to. Goblins sung for you this song. No, this is them singing. Goblins sing for you this song. How be smart and fit and strong. How be the goblin best. Wait, the I rhyme for the pest. Okay. Impressed. Oh, those are hard rhymes to pull off right there. You absolutely can. Especially on a rhythm-based song, you can pull off anything and make it sound good. My favorite rhymes on these ones would be to be like a rhyme halfway through the sentence, and then say the rest after, like not a fifth verse. That has a name. I don't know the name. Anyway, get away from me, you pest. And pass all your stupid tests, and Lamash to be impressed. Goblin lasses be all impressed, and the lads too, I suppose. And Lamash to be impressed. Let's go with that. And also, this is gonna hook us up into... No, that's definitely their god. Because or goddess, I think, actually. Because we heard of them. So I think this is gonna go well. Goblins sing for you this song. How be smart and fit and strong. How be the goblin best. And Lamash to be impressed. I don't know. Yeah, did they like it? Goblins, they sing again. Goblins fight and goblins bite. Goblins steal and goblins hide. But the bestest goblin skill is to ransack a windmill. That would be cool. That would be cool. Can I get them to admit that? Let's go with that. The goblins, again with the pronouns, didn't like the rhyme. Oh no. Instead of singing on, they started to whistle and throw flour at us and each other in a heartbeat. And I was banking on them actually ransacking the windmill. Anyway, in a heartbeat, the impromptu concert turned into a skirmish. Finally, the food and ale were exhausted. They ran out. Casting sad glances at the empty sacks and barrels, an elder goblin sighed and started a speech about how he remembered the happy old times when they were full. The happy old times of like 2 minutes ago. When they were full, but no one seemed to be What? Oh, right. Oh, that's not... Yeah, the happy old times when they were full, but no one seemed to be listening. As the old goblin rambled on, another goblin, slurring his words, because he was drunk, invited us to... Or maybe that was just the way he spoke. Invited us to the next party in their village. There's another one. And after many false starts, gave us directions on how to reach it. A dubious honor indeed, but a useful bit of information. After that, the sodden merry-goers, or merry-goes? Sure. Stumbled away. I don't know what that means either way. Anyway, burping and licking their fingers happily. Hopefully licking each other's fingers, because that's better. Okay. Well, good job on the song, actually. Good job on the song. Where are we supposed to go on that? Did we actually get a quest? We didn't get a quest. What the heck was that all about? These fools. Oh, we got a thing. Well, yeah. Troubled Lands. Triumph. This area of the barony is said to be a breeding ground for bandits, brawlers, and cutthroats. We will have no brawling. We should have brawling, actually. Chaotic neutral card. Can I play it forever? I will play it forever. The council helped the peasants gather a militia to protect their house and secure settlements from bandit attacks. Yeah, I remember that one. Okay, so that's concluded. I think there's another one, monster sightings. And that requires a bunch of time. And, oh, Casil can do that. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be easy. He's gonna triumph. Maybe. The locals are terrified. Their lands have become a beacon for all variety of monsters. There have been multiple owl bear and wyvern sightings in the area. Casil, You go and do that, because you can do it. You can do it, my man. Okay, so, we have, also, I forget his name. It's Octavia. I think that went around. Yep. And the regions don't have anything. Yeah. So also let's check. Yeah, we still don't have this. On the enhanced edition, we'll be able to add any. I think it's anybody in there, or I'm not really sure. We'll figure it out. What's that? Coal mine? Absolutely, I will claim it. Why? Oh, there it is. The Lonely Barrow. I really should read these things. For ages, this mysterious burial ground has been hidden, left untouched, but a recent landslide has revealed the entrance to the... I'm sorry. To the underground complex. In fact, someone has already entered the barrow. The massive door that once barred access has been left ajar, and the darkness beyond smells damp and cool, which is good. I mean, the dampness... You get used to the dampness, that's not a problem. The coolness is what I really crave for, because it is so hot. Summer has come. And I hate it. I don't like hot weather. Especially because I can't open the windows, otherwise you guys hear all the traffic outside. Which is not much, but when it is, it's freaking tractors just going about the street. And the street is made of cobblestone, and the tractors jump about because they're... yeah. If you live in a rural area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In the dim light, you come across a group, unless, of course, you live next to no tractors, which is also can be a rural area. Anyway, in the dim light, you come across a group of armed men with swords and bows. I have swords and bows. I come across them with swords and bows. Two of them are squatting near the body of a halfling. Spotting you, one of the men stands up and regards you with a crooked sneer. Well now, man, look, a corpse that don't know it's dead yet. What? You come to loot the place? The leader bares his teeth. You're too late. We were here first and we're keeping what we found. We're scholars. See, this is our find. Valerie looks at the bandit and then at the corpse at his feet. She reaches for her weapon. Dirty marauders, she says. We cannot let them go. Yeah, we can't. But I could do an intimidate check. And actually, you know what? I owe it to myself to do the intimidate check. I have failed intimidate checks when I could have gone with a different attitude, to my detriment. I owe it to myself to do this intimidate. It's a DC 22. It's super hard to miss, but I've missed super hard to miss things. So I'll go with that. But first, who are you and what are you doing here? And let's see if they're like worse people than just grave robbers, which honestly my character has no qualms with whatsoever. Grave robbers, what's that? It's fine. Can't you see for yourself? Research us. No, wait. Is that ass or what? Research ass. Oh, right. So they're researchers. Right, I see. We are researching this crypt now. Everything we find, why, we give to the poor. The leader chuckles and the other bandits join in. At the chuckling, which is a really perturbing visage. Anyway, we're here on a job, you see. This one here hired us. The leader nods at the halfling corpse on the floor. Needed help to get into these ruins. And we're like, why not? He clicks his tongue sadly. No, wait, that's the narrator saying. The narrator says he clicks his tongue sadly. But a shame, soon as the little one showed us the way in, he became ill. Must be the excitement, I bet. He came to the house of the dead as a merry guest, but settled here forever, says Harim. Such is the lot of mortals, yes. But what of their murderers? Will they escape their victim's fate? Such villainy, says Valerie. You murdered a man who trusted you, and now to cap it off, you dare to utter threats against the legitimate ruler of these lands? That's not a question. Actually, no, she's actually accusing them of that, which is not... I intoned it improperly, I'm sorry. Short of it is, he says, the crypt. The crypt is our find. We'll deal with the traps ourselves and start researching right away. The man nods at you and then nods at the exit. And you'd better leave before you catch something. Well, you know, I have extremely great respect for a man who can do typos with his speech. But, you know, Wait. We could indeed deal with each other. We'll not split the loot, though. Get out before I bury you all here. Aw, I succeeded. What? Is that so? The leader steps towards you with, and locks eyes with you. As that would actually be enough for me to just stab him immediately, or just go for a fight, because I don't tolerate that sort of disrespect. As he attempts to stare you down, his angry expression falters, and he swallows. You're serious, and as mad as they come. You decided to scare them and let them escape, says Valerie. Those scoundrels are marauders and murderers, and we shouldn't just let them go? We should just let them go, she asks. The leader tries to save face with an uneasy chuckle. Well now, this hole certainly isn't worth fighting over. We'll find easier pickings. I can't attack you. Yep, it's just not a feature of the game. You cannot attack people unless... What is that? Hold? Oh, right. Okay. Off he goes. I could definitely kill you all. But it's a role-playing game for a reason. Or at least a role-playing campaign. Torn book. This book is torn and covered in mud. Very little of the text survived. Just a small fragment of a page spread. And it reads, and this phenomenon is quite similar to what transpires in the Stolen Lands, at a place the local populace refers to as the, quote, ghost stone, unquote. It is a hill surrounded by forest and crowned by a giant stone. The people say that at night, the hilltop emanates bright light, while the hill itself is shrouded by a thick fog, swarming with eerie, sinister shadows. The stone has resided at the hilltop since times immemorial, and those who could have recounted its tale are read the dead language of its inscriptions have long passed away. However, possessing a most intimate knowledge of the history of Avistan, I can claim with full certainty that it is on one of those places where the veil separating the planes of existence grows especially thin. It is for this reason that portals to other worlds open in such places, through which all manner of mysterious creatures can travel. The folk tales show overwhelming evidence of this. The fog, the strange shadows, the noises. The Stolen Lands abound with such legends like no other part of this world, but for the dangers that await the would-be explorers in this wilderness, it is exceedingly difficult to investigate such accounts with due rigor. What do we have? Of Transmutations and Bodily Poisons Part 3. Look at that. Wait, I did it already. Although, no, I also did that already. A Melted Shard of a Ring. That is a different thing. That is a quest item or something. What is that all about? This item bears a trace of lost power. Okay, it's a memory. So there's this thing. It doesn't go anywhere? Well, I did gain experience by not killing those people. So, and really, I mean, yeah. Chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral. Well, actually, I shouldn't be going this way, because I didn't explore this bit over here. And I don't know if I'm going to come out this way, because it would make some sense for them to add an exit on the other side of the dungeon, and permit me the luxury of not having to watch my characters slowly float their way over to the other side of the map. And we have ourselves a trap and a secret passage with things in it. I like things. Okay, Octavia, please don't... Actually, I should save before she does that. She did it. Everything is good. And we have a Knowledge of World 23 DC. I don't know who has it the best, actually. Can I... There it is. Knowledge. Can I just... Yeah. Is nobody worldly enough to do this? Octavia is worldly. Let's do this. It's going to be a really difficult one, though. Did she miss that? An ancient bas-relief depicts Cyclops building a stone tomb. I think she passed it. Yeah, she definitely did. She rolled a 12 and rolled exactly as much as she needed. That is fantastic. Although the reward was lackluster at best. And then we have these things. With things. Go ahead and get that. What's that? Jasper. Okay. And we have a tomb. Got things as well that we must take for the glory of Amn. Not Amn. Okay. For the glory of our king. Do we actually have a name for our kingdom? The Stolen Lands is the name, I guess. Unless we want to just be like a really, really lawful ruler. And just name it after me or something. Gilladel. Oh, we did it. Gilladel Land or something. She rolled a 7, Jathal did, and then, ooh, Octavia rolled a 20. Of course, with a plus 17, it would be quite difficult for her to fail that. The rewards are always welcome. And we're going to see what this tomb actually is all about. And we're going to summon a, oh yeah. A massive sarcophagus lies before you. In the dim light, you can see the edges of gleaming carvings that wind their way along the sides and up and across the lid of the sepulcher. I could do many of these things. Let's first examine... Oh, it's specifically by Octavia. That's nice. Of course, the chance of that happening is slim. Actually, it isn't that slim. It's 17. It's like a 15% or 20% chance to succeed. Let's see what happens. Actually, before I do that, let's walk around the sarcophagus, because I can do the perception check for sure. Yeah, everything is good. And we get the experience as well. You walk around the sarcophagus, studying where it meets the floor. As you do, you notice fresh tracks in the dust. Someone has been here recently. Okay, let's examine the sarcophagus lid. Because this might lower the difficulty, but it doesn't. You step closer to take a better look at the sarcophagus lid, and suddenly see deep scratches on its smooth, gleaming surface. Judging by the lid, it was slid aside, and then slid back into place. Also, you notice rows of small, round holes covering the lid. Were they made to let air flow into the coffin? Who's asking this? My character? Why would that be the case? Like, honestly. Holes? No, like from a fairy tale standpoint. If we're talking about a coffin, like, it's gonna be a vampire or something like that. Vampires don't breathe. They don't need air. And if we're talking about realistic, then this would just be a way to disarm traps. That's a pretty straightforward thing. You fill a coffin with poisonous gas, so you drill some holes in there and let the gas out and run away while it runs out. That's probably what I... Well, it's not what I would do if I were an archaeologist in Egypt or anything, because you'd be ruining the sarcophagus. You'd have proper tools and masks and all that sort of stuff to handle that, but still. Anyway. Let's try and examine the carvings, and it's going to be a 20% roll chance, because it's a 17, an 18, a 19, and a 20 that can actually do this. The carvings on the coffin are an array of strange images. One-eyed giants, human armies, collapsing houses. You can't make sense of it. Nope, I'm going to slide the sarcophagus aside. Oh boy. Well, forget about it. Forget about preserving the integrity of this place, because that broke. Putting all your strength into it. That's Amory actually doing that. You slide the marble slab aside. It's marble? It looks granite to me. Or sandstone. The slab hits the ground with a great booming noise echoing in the dark hall. To your horror, the sides of the coffin are raked with scratches and dried blood. Someone was buried here, and they were desperately trying to get out. But despite the scratch marks, there is nothing inside. The sarcophagus is empty. In the darkness behind you, you hear a faint rustling sound. An involuntary shiver runs down your spine. As opposed to voluntary shivers. All of a sudden, I think that's... Did it something? I don't know. All of a sudden, the grinding of stone erupts around you. The lids of the sarcophagi along the walls begin to slide open. Skeleton champions. Okay, well, this might be a bad thing. Do we know where else they're coming from? Yeah, we probably do. Let's try and get everybody to a safe place. And Valerie is going to be the one to engage. Let's leave her behind a little bit. This is all bad news. Let's bring everybody over here. Come on, come on. Let's just go, just go. Valerie, attack that. That guy is changed. Okay, that's actually pretty good. You definitely don't go there. Everybody else can attack you, but you don't. Okay, that's good enough. These are champions, and I think we just got... Oh my god, we got another one. Octavia, yeah, you're screwed. Oh, that's bad. Okay, Harim. Oh, that's Anne-Marie. Come on, Harim. Get in here. Octavia, get out. That's a kill. Okay, they're not too bad. They're not too bad then. Although, of course, I don't know who did. I think it was Gilladel who got the kill in there. So you attack those, and you're gonna move away. Well, okay, this is easy peasy. At least I would think so. Let's get Valerie in there. So these are indeed skeletal champions. I don't think we have taken a single hit, but it was all down to positioning. Okay. Save that. And we have ourselves some masterwork longswords and a hiccup. I hate the hiccups. I apologize for that every time, because I expect you all to hate it as well when I just talk and let it go like this for some reason. Or actually, sometimes you can hear the hiccup itself. A massive sarcophagus. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything here. Why is... Oh, because I didn't... Right. I never saw the sarcophagi? I don't know. I never saw them open. I wish I did, because that's cool. This place does remind me a lot of the... I was saying vampires, because it does remind me a lot of the catacomb. I don't know if they're catacombs. It's a place in Baldur's Gate 2 where... we have... Yeah. It's a place in Baldur's Gate 2 where there's just a lot of vampires. Okay. Anne-Marie, go over there. Nope, actually don't. Let's go over... Oh, that's a kill immediately. Are we gonna be okay? They do have reduced damage from ranged, which is understandable. Sort of. Oh, there's a passage over here. I didn't know. Oh, maybe it wasn't here. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, because I'm pretty sure I came this way and I didn't find anything. Wait. Yep, it definitely wasn't there because the door is closed. There's two passages. So, send Valerie up first. Save the game just in case. Because, of course, she's up first. There might be traps. We have seen some of them. Oh, this keeps going down. There's going to be a dragon, isn't there? There's going to be a dragon. Octavia comes up. And disarms the spikes on the floor. There's this thing. Oh, no, it's fine. I thought it was like a special version of the thing. What do we have? Ancient scrap of script-covered leather. This item bears a trace of lost power. Interesting. Another memory. And we have some money. And a huge trap surrounding the obviously crucial item that we need to do. What are you rolling here? She rolled a 7. Yeah, it's dangerous. Although I don't know. I don't know how it works. If she fails, does it immediately trigger the trap? I think a room is gonna be all right. I think we're good. Are they immune to cold? You should do the other one then. Ooh, got a thing. There we go. And the lightning is probably very useful, or the thunderstorm thing for Gilladel. It's probably very useful against these guys, because she does always 1d6. That's locked? Oh, that's Jaethal doing that. Let's get this one. And then we have another thing over there. Come on, Octavia. Come on, don't fail me. There you go. I'll still keep upping her skill on that. And we have another ancient scrap of script-covered leather. And we also have the end of the episode. Because for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.